to the ground with the back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first.
Turning it on! Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the run, it's Willis. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
West Virginia.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Got his man on the right.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Yes, not all doinks are bad. Off the right, up, right, and through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. He'll go out of bounds at his own 10-yard line, and that was hardly the return they were looking for. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well,
and he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Texas offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Stumbled to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guys about this. Earlier in the game, this quarterback was killing him with his scrambling ability and his ability to take off. That time, though, nice adjustment by the defense. It was almost as if they were expecting him to scramble that time. Really, really nice job defensively.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
West Virginia, 10.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback on the keeper. he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run it from the gun. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 12 to Utah. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
They've given up some yards, and they're not in a great spot, but here's the good thing. The defense is up a couple of possessions. If you force a field goal here, it becomes a lot harder to lose this football game. So don't be too aggressive. Play back, try to get the stop, and try to force the field goal.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
3rd down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Wingo. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing.
There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down and tick, 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 tick.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping it. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The Longhorns sending the out back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure coming. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close game.